Hey there, Sart here. So the anniversary is officially underway. We've got some units to pull. I'm definitely going all in on Elena. Having a look at her kit, she seems like she's kind of a magic version of Lilith, with some like decent tanking skills in her normal form, and then good damage in Clash of Wills in her Brave Shift form. She's definitely, her biggest perk is the massive 750% all stat leader skill in Clash of Wills. That is just, massive. So I'm definitely pulling for Elena for that, as well as, I think she'll be pretty useful even outside of Clash of Wills for certain content where, you might need a magic tank that, you know, can just tank some stuff, some elemental damage, and then do some damage on the side. Kind of like how I use Esther in Dark Visions a lot as sort of the Omni tank, and then, use her for a little bit of extra chip damage on the burst turn. Elena will probably serve a very similar role in content like Dark Visions like that. So, I think I'll be able to use her in quite a few different scenarios. Now, when I first logged in, I collected all my rewards, and, I did sort of like a little look around, seeing what was what before I jumped into the summons. And the first thing I noticed was that there was no shard bundle for Elena. Usually for non-premium units, there's a 5,000 lapis bundle for 50 shards of that unit. There is no such bundle in here. So I had a little freak out moment because, I really want to get her to EX2 as quickly as possible. So I checked on the banner, and it freaked me out a little bit because I saw Envy Premium Step Up summon, and I was like, oh dear God, please tell me they didn't just like bait and switch us here on Elena and suddenly she's a premium unit. I went to the frag shop, and I noticed that she does have frags in the Lapis. All right, so normally a premium unit would not have that, so she has that. You notice Richt is missing because he is a premium unit. So I was like, okay. And I know they said they had shards on the coin banner, the summon coins. So I went and checked that just to make sure. So let's check that real quick. Oh, where is it? There we go. So the summon coins, and yep, there we go. All right, so that's good. You can get Elena's shards from here. So 5 coins get you the 50 shards. Notice that Ibarra's are a little bit more expensive, 3 coins for each. So you need 15 summon coins total to get all of Ibarra's shards, because Ibarra is a premium unit. So just so you know, if you want to collect all of Ibarra's shards, you are going to have to go pretty deep on Elena's banner in order to get all of those. I'm just going to go to pity on Elena, so I'm not going to be able to get all of Ibarra's shards. Even if I do pull an Ibarra on the banner here, then I'll just get whatever I can get. Okay. But still, I was like, wait a minute. Okay, so this is still going to make it very difficult for me to get an EX2 Elena. And they have hidden her 50 shards that normally would be in a Lapis bundle. They have hidden them in this Lapis replica exchange. And I say hidden because when you go in here, it's not at the top. You would think that those would be right at the top. It's like, hey, this is our anniversary unit. Here you go. Get 50 shards. No, it's all the way at the bottom. All the way at the bottom. I'm like, wait a minute. What? Now, I don't know if they said that they were going to put her shards in here, and that's just, I think it's great that they did this so that you're not spending your real lapis in order to get her shards. I think it's great. It's just, it feels really sneaky that they hid them all the way down at the bottom of this shop. Okay, so this is where your fragment bundle for Elena is hiding. It's hiding in the Lapis replica exchange. Again, I don't know if they mentioned this and maybe I just missed it in the news or in the live stream and they said that this is where it was going to be, but it just gave me a little bit of a freak out moment. So if you were also kind of freaking out and wondering where her shards are, this is where they are hiding. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and buy it because I'm definitely getting her and I want those shards. So I'm going to go ahead and buy that. All right, regardless of whether, regardless of whether or not I get like a bunch of copies of her on the way up to pity, I definitely want to get her to EX3 as fast as possible for the nice vision card as well. But for today, I would just like to try and get her to EX2 if I can. All right. And that means I might have to, you know, spend the 3,300 lapis to get the shards in the lapis shop. All right. So with that little public service announcement out of the way, let's go ahead and get straight to some polls. I will do just a real quick overview of her kit. It's fairly straightforward. There's nothing too fancy going on here. Like I said, in her normal form, she's a tank. In her Brave Shift form, she's more damage oriented. Her STMR, you will probably want to try and get 2 of these if you can. So if you pick up, you know, if you pull 2 Elenas or you get 1 on the way up to Pity, you'll probably want to use an STMR Moogle on one of them so that you can get 2 of these. Because these are her best in slot for her Brave Shift form, certainly, where she gets the 8 times chain cap in Brave Shift, not in her normal form. And this is definitely her best in slot weapon, because it's a great sword with high spirit, and also gives her 300 spirit, flat spirit, and that is stackable, so you can get a total of 600 flat spirit on her. This part is not stackable, which is interesting, but you know, it is what it is. It's just some dual wield and single wield boost to her spirit. So yeah, but definitely want to pick up 2 of those probably, unless you could, you know, if you had another unit on the field that was doing a sword imperil, you could always do like the upgraded Mythgraven blade in her offhand. So like if you had Richt, who supplies a sword imperil alongside Elena's great sword imperil, you know, you could potentially put a high spirit sword in her other hand, like, you know, like Sylvie's STMR or Mythgraven blade. But ideally, you want 2 of her STMRs for the flat stats. So just keep that in mind. Yeah. So in her normal form, she's basically a tank. There's not a whole lot of damage going on. She can do Bolting Strike and Mirror of Equity chains, which is nice. So she can do some chain slaving for you. She's got 80. I think that has to be upgraded fully to get to the 85% breaks. It's supposed to be 85 attack and mag once it's fully upgraded. And it does a little bit of chaining. It's not really strong, all that strong, but it does some chaining here. Yeah, there's the 85 defense and spirit. Okay. She can imbue herself with ice. Ice seems to be her primary element. Notice it comes with a 60% amp. So I think ice is her primary element. Comes with a great sword imperil on that. She can also imbue herself for light, but with a 45% amp. She can do this field, which is kind of like whatever. It's an ally area, 100% full stat buff. This is whatever. I honestly, like, with all the buffs from like the morale, or sorry, from the leader skills and all your buffs on the field, like this is a drop in the bucket. So you're most likely going to want to use an elemental amp field or an LB damage field over this one. So this is not all that impressive to me. But she can do a magic cover. So here's her on-demand magic cover skill, pretty typical for tanks. She can do a provoke with the 75% general mitigation. That is her highest general mitigation on herself. So, you know, again, kind of like Lilith, you know, she is not going to be your best magic tank option. Like if you're in a fight where you need a serious magic tank, Abigail is hands down, you know, crushing it over Elena. Elena is very much just like a magic tank that, you know, can suffice and then do a little bit of damage on the side. But she does have these nice mitigations. This will come in handy for Clash of Wills, of course, because it's got the 80% mitigations to Demon, Human, Fairy, which is what the current Clash of Wills is. Notice this is kind of like something you're probably not going to use. I think once you fully upgrade it, the cooldown goes to 6 turns, but it still does not have full uptime, even if you fully upgrade it. So you're still going to be without these mitigations for, I think, 3 out of the 6 turns once that's totally upgraded. This is her Omni cover skill, so a lot of tanks are coming with these nowadays. So it's, you know, the 90% mitigation with an Omni cover on it. And then, yeah, she's got some elemental resist buffs with some morale. So she's got some morale generation going on there. She's got 3 stacks of guts, which is pretty awesome. And she can triple cast any of these abilities here. I think this just gives her some, yeah, she's got some decent killers to 6 different races, which is kind of nice. I believe her LB in this form does like a mod boost to her LB, to her brace shifted LB, which can go up to a 70 times mod boost, which is kind of nice. And then does mitigation for all allies. So this is kind of nice. So this does the 75% general, 75% magic, and then the typed mitigations for all allies. All right, and that's just for magic, not for physical. But yeah, that's pretty nice. So that keeps her nice and bulky as a magic tank for this particular fight, for sure. And it also does a little bit of damage. It does extreme Nova chains. You know, it's not too bad, but this is not her damage form because she does not have the 8 times chain cap in this form. This is more of like a sword and shield type of form. Definitely, you know, more her tank form. Now in her Brave Shift form, she does get the 8 times chain boost. So here it is, 8 times chain cap. All right, because she is a dual wielder, so you want to put, like I said, 2 of her STMRs on there. Will be her best in slot, most likely. And she's really here to unload her LB, which is a triple bolting strike chain. Does a 420 times mod. Isn't, you know, it's not great for Clash of Wills. It does get a little bit of a bump from her normal form limit burst, which does a 70 times mod boost. So that's actually 490 if you get the mod boost in there. It's not great, but you know, it's she's really there for sort of side damage anyways. She's really here more as a support skill for Clash of Wills. And yeah, I mean, and it's not that bad actually. In like even outside of Clash of Wills, you put the mod boost on there, because you notice it starts at 395 times modifier. You know, you put the 70 times mod boost on it, and that's a 465. So even outside of Clash of Wills, that's a pretty, you know, that's a decent modifier outside of Clash of Wills. Not the strongest, but it's definitely good for, like, you know, the extra side chip damage. Okay. And so here she's got, let's see, what is she, oh, she's got another mod boost to her LB. Oh, sweet. All right, so that adds another 40 times on there. Okay, so that effectively makes her mod, what, 520 in Clash of Wills, or what would that be? 485 in outside of Clash of Wills. So that's not too bad. It does a perfect dispel, which we'll probably need in Clash of Wills. This ability, Judgment of Beetlejuice, it's a 5-turn cooldown, but it does, you know, it does some bolting strike chains with a high modifier inside of Clash of Wills. And then, yeah, she's got the normal chaining skills there, the same skills we already went over. Blessing of Sirius, this is her 150% ice amp, because she is an ice unit. Fills up her LB. She also gets another ice amp in Clash of Wills. Let's see, I think it's this one, Azure Dawn. Is this the one that does it? There's one that gives her, where's the one? There's another one. It gives her like a ramping amp skill. Where is it? In Clash of Wills. All right, I know it's in here somewhere. Where is that? Is it Brisk Daybreak? Yeah, here it is. All right. So this is only in Clash of Wills, but it does a ramping amp, starts at 50, and then goes up to 150. It also does an AoE ice buff for the party. This is where the 300% ice buff comes into play. So you do have to time it sort of, you know, in advance. But there you go. It does a 150% ice amp. She actually has 2 150% amps inside of Clash of Wills. Outside of Clash of Wills, just the single ice amp. Okay. So yeah, I think she's a pretty solid unit, in my opinion. I'm definitely going for her. And then depending on how the polls go, I might also go for Richt, but that would be, I'll do that in a separate video. All right. Now I'm going to start with a step up. I'm going all the way for the vision card because I definitely want the vision card. It's a really solid vision card. 3 100% killers to demon, human, fairy. So great for the current Clash of Wills, of course. Comes with a ramping fire amp to whoever equips it. And it is only for physical damage units, which kind of sucks. I kind of, I wish it was, you could put it on physical or mages, because like Olive would love this card. But it is what it is. I'm still gonna get it. I'm thinking it would be great on Richt for me personally, because I can use them on my fire team and like dark visions and things like that. So yeah, that's my plan. So let's go ahead and get straight to these pulls, and let's see how we do. I'm hoping for at least one Elena on the way to pity, maybe an Ibarra. Let's see how we do. Come on, don't fail me now. Show me the Elena. All right, no NVs on the first pull. That's a good start. Good start. All right, feeling good. That is to be expected. Working as intended. All right, come on. Show me something good. Come on. All right, let's see. Is it going to be a Neo coming down? Nope. Rainbow. Maybe it'll upgrade. Can I get an upgrade? Nope. Oh, all right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Yeah! Woo! Look at that. Right up front. I love it. Man, second step. Already got her. Woo! That is a good start. All right. Good start. Feeling good. So I think that means, with login shards, that almost guarantees I'll have EX2 by the time all the login shards come in. If I can get another one, that'll basically guarantee me EX2 right away after I go all the way to pity. All right, good start, guys. Good start. Let's see how we go. Loving it so far. All right, let's see. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? Rainbow. Yep, let's go ahead and just get that over with. Oh yeah, this is the all rainbow pull. I don't know. Do you guys ever get Neovisions on those? I feel like these are cursed to always give rainbows. It's so rare to see a Neovision on that all rainbow pull. It's such BS. All right, so this one has a guaranteed Neo, with like a low % chance of it being on banner. So let's see how we do. Okay, watch that Neo come on down. Just the guaranteed. Yep, Ling. Already have her EX3. All right. I mean, Ling's still a decent unit. Especially for newer players. She's got a lot going on in her kit, but for me, that's total trash for me. All right, nothing else happening there. Not surprised. Okay. Let's see. Come on, come on. Give me another Elena. He went and got me all excited after that first one on the second step. Give me another one. Not to sound greedy or anything. But I've been saving for a long time. I haven't pulled on anything in a while, so... Oh my god, Maeve. I mean, I love Maeve. She's one of my favorite units. It kills me that she just kind of fell off the map pretty quickly. She's a great unit, but yeah, no, that's not the best. That is not the best pull there. All right. Okay, yeah, pretty typical. All right, well, I got one so far, so I'm at least happy with that. Now, but before I pull on this, I want to let you guys know, you see it does come with 2 summon coins, and it comes with, of course, the ticket to get the vision card, but it does not look like it comes with a pity ticket. So, if you're not really interested in the vision card, but you do want to go to pity on Elena for a little bit cheaper, you can get her pity for 44,000 lapis instead of the 50 if you skip this step. Okay, so do keep that in mind. Now I'm more than happy to spend 50,000 in order to get this card, but you may not. You may want to get her for 44. So if you skip this step and then go to the other step up banner, you can get your Pity Elena for 44,000 lapis. So just letting you know that right now. Okay, but I'm going for it, so let's get it. All right, and I think this guaranteed has like a 5% chance of being Elena, but you know, that basically means 95% of it being someone you don't need. Oh gosh. Oh my god. Sold a troll. Sold a troll. Oh my goodness. All right. Yep. Well, that is just fantastic. Oh gosh, and nothing but blues and yellows for the rest of it. Wow. Wow. I used up all my luck. I used up all my luck on that second step, didn't I? Holy moly. All right. Well, that was devastating after that second step. Okay. So now I need to spend, so basically I need to spend 22,000 lapis here to finish the pity for Elena. All right, so once I reach 99,000 lapis, I will know I have hit my target. Okay, so let's see how we do. I think it means I need to do 2.5 steps, or 2.5 laps on this one. Okay, Garbo. Not surprised. All right. All right, come on. Let this one be another Elena or an Ibarra. I would take an Ibarra. I would prefer Elena, but I would take an Ibarra as well. Wow, okay. Yeah, the non-guaranteed Neovision rate has been piss poor. I mean, thank goodness the one Neovision I got that wasn't guaranteed was the on-banner unit. But so far, not crazy about the Neovision rates here. Yeah, only one Neo that wasn't guaranteed, I think, right? Wow, yeah, and these are just such garbage. God, I hate these. Wrong Elena. Wrong Elena. Don't need the 5-star Elena. Okay. Wow. Yep. Okay. All right, I'd like to see one more Neo on the way. Like, what the... Jeez, what the crap? Come on. What are these rates? What are these rates? This is just... Yeah, and they know we're pulling for Elena, so they went ahead and dropped the rates down to the extra low point. Oh my gosh, okay. This is starting to get a little frustrating now. Not seeing any non-guaranteed Neos other than that second lap. Come on, come on, come on. Jeez, what is this? Nope. Thought for a second there, but nope. Okay. Yeah, this is... Other than that second step, this has been a really, really terrible step up. Like, these rates are just garbage. What is this? Yeah, wow, like... Okay. I should be happy I got my one Elena, but this is starting to... I don't like spending this much lapis and seeing one non-guaranteed Neovision. Like, that is just... Oh my god. Okay. This is bad. Okay. Well, definitely stopping at pity. No question about that. With these, the way these pulls are going, yeah, there's my gosh. Like, what? Oh, there we go. Come on, come on, come on. Hey, Ibarra. Sweet. All right. So, I've spent, well, how much have I spent now? 48,000 lapis. 2 non-guaranteed Neos. Thankfully, both were on banner. All right. So I've at least got that. This is my first Ibarra, by the way. So I am happy about that. But wow, 48,000 lapis and only 2 non-guaranteed Neos. All right, so this is the last one to get pity. Jesus, my goodness. Cannot believe it. So now I'm basically, unless I pull an Elena here, I basically have to buy the 20 shards from the lapis shards in order to make sure I have, yeah, wow. That's just fantastic. All right. Yeah, I'm not happy. I mean, all right. I'm happy that I got an Elena. Happy that I got an Ibarra. Very unhappy in general with the non-guaranteed Neo rates. My guaranteed Neos were all total garbage. So my overall impression is I'm not too happy with the Neovision rates. But I got Elena. You know, I'll be able to. I'm going to pick up my pity copy. I'll go ahead and do that. I'll pick up that pity copy. I've got the 50 shards that I picked up from the Lapis exchange. And yeah, now I have to wait for the rest of the login shards in order to get her EX2, which kind of sucks. Like, I'd much rather be able to start playing with an EX2 Elena right away, but nope, Gumi didn't want me to do that. I've got some tickets I can also throw with the banner, so I might throw some tickets that are, you know, later on. Try and see if I can pull one on tickets, and then go from there. But yeah, no, that's and that really doesn't make me want to pull for Richt now. Like, seeing those rates, like, I don't want to go drop 60,000 just to pity Richt. You know, and he's a premium, so that it's not like there's shards lying around for him for me to pick up elsewhere. So yeah, I tell you what, I will do my free pulls. I haven't done any of my free pulls yet, so I'll do that. Who knows? I might get an Elena on some of my free pulls. So we do get this guaranteed Neovision startup. This is pretty much trash for any veteran unit, but for new players, you get 3 guaranteed Neos from this select pool. Let's see who I get. You know, I'll be interested to see which units I get. I don't think I really need any. I think I probably have, of the ones that are like useful that got crowns or whatever, I think I already have all those to EX3. You know, Faisala's got some crowns that made her, yeah, no, worthless. Have like 2 EX3 Laswell Reagans. Yeah, already have EX3 Phasey. Great magic tank for new players, though. Fantastic for new players. Okay, great. Yeah, 2 Phaseys, fantastic. So that's 3 red pearls for me. That's basically all that is. We do have a guaranteed Neo ticket that we got today, so I'll go ahead and do that. So I can at least see one more Neovision. That would be nice. All right. Yeah, it's nice to see a red crystal come down. Not too excited to see what it is because, yeah, so far all my guaranteed Neos have been garbage. So the excitement is just not there. Hey, all right, that's good. I need to get him a little closer to EX3. I think I'm still like 100 shards away from EX3 on my Cloud Strife. He's in my shard dungeon. I think he's still 100 shards away, so this gets me 50 shards closer to EX3. I would like to have him EX3 so I can get him out of there, start putting some other units in there. Like, I've got to put Ibarra and Elena in there now, so really need to kick Cloud out of there sooner rather than later. All right, so that's actually a decent guaranteed Neo pull. Cloud Strife is definitely, he's still very strong, especially on Lightning teams. He's good in Clash of Wills, so yeah, definitely not bad. We've got a few more summons here, and then, you know, I've got a crap ton of free summons to do on the other banner. If all you wanted to see was the Elena pulls, go ahead and get out of here, because we're just doing a bunch of free pulls now. Hoping my luck improves. There's another Neo. All right. Hey! Oh, that makes me happy. I don't have a Dwayne. That's my first Dwayne. Hey, okay. Things are looking up. The free pulls so far have been much better than my on-banner pulls. This is actually, okay, this is looking up. This is looking up. I'm feeling better already. All right, hopefully you stuck around because things are looking up. All right, I got a Dwayne. That's my first Dwayne. Feeling good about that. Cool. All right. My fire team is starting to look a little bit better. All right, I'll need to pull more Dwaynes, of course, because I don't, I think I only have enough shards to get them to EX1. So I'll need to pull more. But that's a start. That's a start. You got to get the unit first before you can start building them up, right? All right, and that's yeah, pretty typical. Okay, let's get to these. So we have the player's choice, or the player's voice. Of these three, I'm partial to either the weekly free 15 that comes with the guaranteed Neo and the Envy summon tickets, or the weekly free 20 that comes with the mystery crystals. For me personally, I think, I don't know, for me it's between those two, between the guaranteed Neo with 15 summons, or the 20 summons with the mystery crystals. Personally, I think I'm going to go with mystery crystals just because, you know, guaranteed Neos more likely than not are going to be rubbish. They haven't thinned out the pool yet, so personally, I would like to use I would like to have more mystery crystals. So I'm going to go for that one. Because I think mystery crystals are definitely a good resource for, you know, over leveling your units. You know, I still have plenty of cactuars, but, you know, with a lot of new units coming out, like if I've got Elena, I'm definitely, well, actually, I don't know that I want to, I don't know that I want to 130 Elena, but if I get Ricked, he'll definitely be getting the 130 treatment. So yeah, that's what I'm going for. All right, we've got this free weekly 70 pull, so 70 summons. Oh boy, this is going to be big. Let's see what I get on this one. All right, I think the Neo rate is still like 3%, so it's still Garbo rates, but hopefully there's at least one Neo in this batch. All right. And I think Elena and Rick are in this pool, I think. So there is a possibility I could get one of them. Oh my god, this is going to take forever. Oh gosh, with all these like upgrades. Like, it's summons like these where I wish like the upgrades just didn't exist. Because man, it really drags these out. Okay, come on. Wow, so far not a single Neo. Still quite, oh, there's one. There's one. We got a live one. What's it gonna be? Oh my god. Oh my god. Come on. What? Jeez, like this is what I'm talking about, Gumi. Nobody needs a Neovision Rain in their pulls. You get him for free. You give him away almost to EX3 for free. Nobody needs him in the summon pool. He should not be in the sum. This is exactly the kind of garbage I'm talking. It's getting that kind of garbage that really just makes me so angry when I see off-banner Neos. Like, it does not get me excited when I see off-banner Neos anymore. Or when I see non-guaranteed Neos. Well, even like, just seeing Neos in general, I don't get excited. Hey, I don't have a Shantoto. That's a new one. She's a really strong dark mage with a 150% dark amp. Although I think I have to get her to EX2 for that. No. Is she premium? I can't remember. You know, good for dark teams. I got a Bara, so maybe I can actually start making dark teams. I don't know. We'll see. That's a new one. But yeah, that's a rare case to actually get a new one. All right, so 70 pulls, 2 Neos. I think that's probably pretty close to on the 3% rate. So, okay. What is this one? Oh, okay, that's like a ticket. What is this one? Oh, yeah, those are the, okay. So these are the tickets you buy with the Lapis replica. So you can buy those in that Lapis replica shop. You can buy the tickets for these. This one is, yeah, these are those tickets we got for logins for like the last month. So I'll go ahead and use these as well. Might as well. Okay, Garbo. Let's see what we got. What do we got? Man. All right. Man, this is like an emotional roller coaster, man. Whew. I've seen some real trash in my pulls, and then every now and then there's like a one that kind of brings me back from the brink. But yeah, overall, I'm still not impressed with Neo rates in this game. The Neo rates are terrible, and the Neo Vision pool is terrible. Like, I don't know what the solution is. Whether the solution is to thin the pool like they did with rainbows, or if it's just to increase the rates. Like, I don't know what the solution is, but something's got to change, because honestly, like, this is the 7th anniversary. We're supposed to be celebrating. We're supposed to be feeling good, and you know, for the most part, these pulls just feel like it just feels like it almost feels like the remember the slots did Jacobo, the Jacobo slots, where it's just like, okay, you're just going through it, and you know, you're just kind of slogging through the pulls. That's kind of what this feels like. Oh my gosh, I've got 180 pulls to do here. It's a good thing I cleaned out my inventory, my unit inventory, before I did this, because otherwise I wouldn't actually even be able to play the game after all these pulls. All right, so 180 pulls. Let's see what we get from these. Hopefully I get a few Neos out of this. Hopefully you guys, although honestly, I wouldn't blame you if you've stopped watching already. This is, oh my gosh, golden showers. Gold, that's right. It starts at 4-star, so I'm expecting a lot of golden showers on these pulls. All right, lots of yellow, pulls. Oh my gosh, I wouldn't blame you if you guys stopped watching at this point, or even before this point. If you're still watching, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you have to go through this with me. This is like supposed to be exciting, right? Like, it's supposed to be exciting. It's like, oh, I've got all these pulls. I'm going to get some, you know, some new stuff. I'm going to get some great stuff. And it just doesn't feel that way. Like, look at this. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It just doesn't feel that exciting to me. Like pulling for units feels less like something exciting, like, oh yeah, I get to pull, like normally I would save up a lot of lapis and I'd be like super excited, like, oh yeah, all right, I've saved up, I'm gonna go to pity on a unit. You know, I'm hopefully gonna pick up some cool units that I need along the way, and I just haven't been feeling that lately. I've not been feeling that way when I do pulls, and it's a bit tragic. I think it says a lot about the state of the game right now. Just and I don't know, maybe it's just me. Maybe that's just the way that I feel. Maybe it's because I'm a veteran and, you know, I already have a lot of units, but the Neos that I am getting, for the most part, like, oh my god, like what, like this, like Corral and like Rain, Neo Vision. It's like, what is this? Like, what is this garbage? Like, this is why I don't get, I just don't feel the excitement anymore on these pulls. And yeah, it's like, this doesn't make me want to do pulls on the Richt banner. All right, and I probably won't, if I can get away with doing, you know, with doing Clash of Wills with Elena, and you know, I don't need Richt, then you know what, I just might not even pull on him. You know, I've got the lapis for it. I could pull on him and still have plenty of lapis to spare, but I don't know. This just doesn't feel good. This just feels bad, you know. Maybe it's just me. Hopefully other people are having better luck. Hopefully my bad luck is translating to better luck for other people out there. I don't know. I don't want to bring you guys down, but this is basically, this is basically reflecting how I felt about the 7th anniversary in general, like the live stream. I don't know how you guys felt about it. I was excited for the units, but the live stream really didn't do anything to make me feel good about the future of the game, because they really didn't announce anything exciting for the future. They had some stuff that was like, yeah, okay, we're gonna bring this stuff into the game, and it was all stuff from JP, like stuff that we knew was coming. It's like, oh yeah, hey guys, we're doing that's, you know what, that is a great off banner pull, or that's a great Neovision to pull. I have an EX3 already, so I guess I'll start on another one. I'll start on another EX3 Flaring Ether Rain. I cannot complain about that pull. I mean, I can personally, because I have an EX3, but that's actually a good pull to pull from this one. It is what it is. But anyways, it's like, yeah, you know, the live stream was basically just talking about this Clash of Wills and these units, and then they announced, you know, stuff that they were gonna release in the game, which was basically just stuff that was, we already knew was coming out because it was in JP already, and it was just like in the schedule. We knew it was in the pipeline. There was nothing new or exciting to look forward to in the game. We know they've stopped supporting Chamber of Vengeance. They didn't mention anything about the upgraded Chamber of Arms, which they got in JP, which we should be getting the new Chamber of Arms. They didn't mention anything about Dark Vision's Abyss, which is a sort of an upgraded Dark Visions event that we're not getting here in Global. They didn't talk anything about some of the skipped units, skipped upgrades. They said they're going to make some quote-unquote changes to Clash of Wills, but they didn't say anything about like what those changes actually are, and like it just fell so flat for me in that regard. Like the units, yeah, hyped about the units. Elena and Richt both looked awesome. I was very hyped about the units, but like they didn't mention anything else about like improving the game, and that's what really just left me feeling flat after the live stream. And you know, I gotta say, this this might be the last anniversary that I'm around for this game, because like if that's all that we're getting for the anniversary, there's not a whole lot of excitement, you know. There's not a whole lot to look forward to be honest with you. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, we'll just see how it goes, but I feel like, you know, things are already getting kind of repetitive, and they're getting more repetitive and less fun. And if it sort of continues on this trend, I don't know. I don't really see myself playing the game, by the next anniversary. So I think they really need to think about what they can do to really spark some interest in this game again. Hey, look at that. A natural Neo in the wild. All right, let's see what trash this one's going to be, huh? 95% chance it's a troll. Hey, Nora. All right, so now I feel better about not pulling on the Dwayne or the Nora banner, because now I have both of them. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Oh my gosh. Of course, I can only get them to EX1, but yeah, there it is. All right. So every now and then we get a good Neo, huh? So how many Neos have I pulled so far on this one? 3? Yeah, I think 3. I got Coral. No. Yeah, Coral, or Corral, whatever her name is, Flaring Ether Rain, and Nora. So, I think that's one more. Last one, what's it going to be? Auron. I think that gets him to EX3 for me. Too bad he's garbage. Oh my goodness. Okay. Ended with a garbage Neo. Great, great. All right, so yeah, that's it for me, guys. Take from that what you will. Hopefully I didn't bring you down too much there at the end. I kind of got on a rant. And yeah, honestly, it was nice seeing an Elena and an Ibarra on the step up pulls. That was really great. But having those being the only 2 non-guaranteed Neos out of all those pulls, that was a little depressing. But yeah, I'll be able to get my EX2 Elena by, what is it, Monday, Tuesday, whenever the shards come in. So I'll be able to do that. What that means is I probably won't be able to do like a serious rank 1 clear in Clash of Wills until I get my Elena to EX2. So, I'm actually going to be leaving today to go on a little vacation this weekend anyways, so I'm not going to have all that much time to do a whole lot of Clash of Wills. I'll do some level 99 clears and all that jazz for you guys. They'll just be quick guides. I won't be able to do like any vocals. They'll just be like, if I come up with a cool clear, I'll do a quick guide on it and get that to you out this weekend. And then next week, once I come back from vacation, I'll be able to sit down. I'll have my EX2 Elena at that point, and I'll be able to hammer out some proper guides for you guys. So look for that next week. And thank you guys so much for following me, and I will see you on the other side.